So in this specific one, we are going to discuss about placement groups in AWS EC2. Okay, so why it is used, what are the characteristics, what it does, and why we should use it, right? These are the few of the things that we are going to look in today's video. Okay, so let us first start with actually what placement groups is. So EC2 placement group determine how instances are placed on the underlying hardware. So basically, EC2 placement group is a way to decide where your EC2 instance will be placed within the AWS data center to meet the specific requirements. So, in order to understand in a very simpler terms, basically placement groups are used for defining the EC2 instance in a for the specific use case. For example, in a library we have multiple genre of book, so we can keep the books in different racks, right? So motivational books in stack A, educational book in stack B, fictional book in stack C. So just like the same way we can group the EC2 instances the same way. So now there are three sort of categorizations which can be done in placement groups. First is cluster placement group, second is spread placement group, and third is partition placement group. All right. Let us first start with cluster placement groups. So what cluster placement group does, all right, basically it is used to achieve low latency. It provides us high throughput network performance amongst the instances. Okay, and what are the characteristics? Basically, instances are placed within the single availability zone. Remember, in cluster placement groups, the instances are placed within single availability zone. So basically, it is best suited for tightly coupled compute instances with high input output workloads. All right, and what actually it is doing, it puts your instance close together on the same hardware on one location. All right, and why we should use it? Basically, if you need super fast communication between your instances for heavy data processing, you can use this sort of placement group. All right, so basically here we are placing the instances under one single availability zone. Let's move forward with the second type of categorization in placement group, that is spread placement groups. Okay, so in the earlier one, all the things were under one single location. Here we are spreading the placement group, right? It is used to spread instances across distinct underlying hardware to reduce the risks of failure. All right, what are the categorization? Instances are placed across distinct underlying hardware to reduce the risk of simultaneous failure. Okay, here the instances are placed across multiple hardware racks. Okay, and each rack has its own network and power source. This is actually ideal for critical application which require high availability. Why it is used for? Basically it is used to protect the application uh, in terms of hardware failure, and it ensures high availability. And what actually it is doing, it is spreading your instances across different hardware locations to reduce the chance that they fail at the same time. Okay, now moving forward with the last categorization in placement group, that is partition placement group. So it is used to group the instances into the partitions, all right, and each partition is been isolated from one another. This actually helps us in achieving the isolation and help us in fault tolerance. Now, what are the categorization? So each partition can contain multiple instances, but no two partitions can share the same underlying hardware. This is actually used for large distributed and replicated workloads, which the great example here is Hadoop. Now, what it is doing at the backend, it divides your instances into partition, and actually it creates an isolation from each another hardware, right? So that actually is helping us for the fault tolerance. And why we should use it? If you are someone who is running big distributed application and you want to keep the part isolated from each other, you can use this partition placement group. Now, if we summarize, placement groups helps us to either maximize the performance or actually helps us in protecting the failure depending upon our use case, right? So what we learned, let us sum it up. We learned about placement groups. We saw three sort of categorization: cluster placement group, spread placement group, and third is partition placement group. All right. Okay. I hope you got this specific video. See you in the next one. Thank you.